Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? I I felt inspired to open up the camera and chat a bit with you all about some things recently that I've had like realizations around, and then also I feel like it'll be fun to pull some oracle cards to help with the message. And I've been doing more so like Monday readings to set the week up, but I tried it a little differently this week, and I do still enjoy the format that I was doing before, so I just wanted to add in one of these videos because I really miss it. Okay, so the first card that came out is Truth Be Told. There's a lot of information, like subtle. Well, let me find the words. 1 second. Deeper feelings of connection with the people and relationships in your life, like the environment you're in, the deeper connections with the spirit realm, with spirit, and being open to the ways that will support that connection and help you to hear it. Be open to those channels and whatever that might be, because our ability to connect with spirit and hear it and feel it and be really present with nature happens differently for everyone. And so discovering what is your path is going to be unique to you. Yeah, so that's what this card is about. And also I've been like yesterday I like reconnected with a spiritual practice of my own that really is helpful for me in how I can understand what I'm experiencing, because lately I've been experiencing getting cold, like to the bone, like deep cold. And I've been asking myself, like, why am I so cold at night when I'm walking around? I do like walks. I've been feeling drawn to do more walks. So I'm like getting walking again, because this past winter I completely rested. Like I didn't do any sort of fitness goals or intentions. I just leaned into my desire to, my lack of desire for it basically. But now I'm getting into walks again. So I'm slowly starting to build up that movement, and getting out of hibernation mode takes effort. But these walks, while I'm feeling the cold, instead I'm telling myself I'm warm, so that I can like try to like shift the attention to warmth instead of cold. And then I realized last night that that is like calling in the warmth of the new season, and how the trees do and the plants do this too with water and with what they need. So it's like the earth is calling in that warmth. And that's how these seasons change, is that there's actually a calling for it, and kind of like a repeated like drum for it, like and that's what I was doing in my body. I was saying, I'm warm, I'm warm, I'm warm, and then it'll manifest to be warmth. But literally in the seasons, we're in a transition period where there has to be a bit of a jump for that change to happen. Like it does happen naturally, but if you're in tune with the nature, you will feel that calling for warmth. And maybe whatever way that helps you, like sometimes you can be eating warm foods or grounding foods. Yeah, I've been just calling it in, like internally saying, I'm warm, I'm warm. Yeah, so that was something that was really interesting to experience last night, and really cool to experience. So I'm going to take a pause to sip some of this coffee. I finally figured out how to make it really well, because I made it like it was so good. This one time I made it, I was like, wow. Every sip was just amazing. And then like 4 times after that, I tried again and it just wasn't getting it right. And I was like, huh, what did I do differently? So this time I did it differently where I made a couple tweaks and then it's now back to that like really good cup. So I'm like really happy about it. Basically, I'm using an espresso stovetop maker. And one thing is to make sure you don't overgrind the beans and also don't undergrind them. So like the right balance of grind. And then the second thing was I was pre-boiling the water before putting it into the stovetop thing. And that's where I was supposed to, it was better for me to just have it be like regular temperature water so it can boil in the whole system. And so that's where I was messing up. And yeah, that small little tweak really changed a lot. So it's funny how like things that we're working on, like sometimes it just takes some playing around and some slight tweakings to get to that sweet spot of that thing that you're working on or developing forward. Just slight adjustments to whatever it is you're doing in your process towards the creation of your vision or your next goal that you have in mind or in heart. Maybe there's just some slight adjustments that you can make. All right, let's see what the cards are saying. For some reason lately when I've been doing this, I've been feeling almost like flat. Like the energy isn't as potent for me to channel as it was in the past. And I don't know if I'm like starting to doubt myself or maybe I just need to take more breaks. But it's interesting to experience like channeling for others rather than for myself. It's almost like it takes a little bit more focus so that I'm not just like relaying a message just for me, but sometimes those messages are for everyone too. Right, so we're in a transition period. We're also going through some shifts energetically. Okay, I don't know if that recorded. But anyways, we're going through some shifts energetically. And in that period of time, like there's constantly this ebb and flow with action and rest and receptivity. And I think right now we're in another like receptivity mode where maintaining self-care, really being aware of your energy levels and doing things to take care of yourself, really filling your cup, not being as much in like a outward creation mode, but a little more tending inward is where to bring your focus right now. There seems to be like an integration slash preparation for this new cycle, and we're having another wave of that. I know like all of Mercury retrograde was that, but there's like going to be waves continuously. So we're in another bit of a wave of like almost like tension, but at the same time, it's like kind of like pressure, like discomfort. You might be feeling a little bit more uncomfortable in certain ways. And all of that is a great time to take note. Okay, things seem a little off. Let me just focus on myself and be in this yin energy of receptivity and letting others take care of us and even letting ourselves take care of us. Going the extra mile to make yourself that really cozy, warm meal. Just do things that are more like nourishing and like luxurious, but that's not the word I was thinking of. like pleasurable. I don't know what the word is, but basically when things are like really like fluffy and like really sweet, like indulgences. Indulge yourself. That's the word. Indulge yourself. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just these cards are just reaffirming what the yin card was saying, where it's like be like the calm pond, you know, a pond that's really calm and it's like glass. Um, envision that image and, you know, bring yourself to places that enhance that experience or that feeling of like a calm pond. Because right now things are anchoring in, like visions, ideas, inspiration, they're still coming through and they're a little quiet right now. But things that you have put forward in the past and just your continuous connection with spirit through your heart space is what's going to be bringing into form in this upcoming month, some and planting seeds. Even if you're not intentionally putting words out, there's seeds being planted through your channel, and it's important to be maintaining like a calm body and energy field to assist in those seed plantings. Really ground into like a sense of inner peace and balance through this card. So you can see this is like the water and how you are like bringing that vision through this like dreamland, this like illusion that then comes into form of like, now I see a tree, or there's now like, you know, physical form of this earth plane. It has to move through this almost like this like field, like the earth has like a, what's the word, atmosphere, that's the word. Like it has to move through and enter into our atmosphere, and this is a little bit metaphorical, but there's this veil it has to pass through to get fully anchored, and we are the things that are anchoring that energy and that vision into form. And so right now, yeah, it's just important to be in more of a peaceful, like tranquil place, and some things that will help you with that is really tending to your breath, tending to your body, and the experience of the milk and honey will come in time after this period where we're just like going through another wave of like evolution energetically. But for now, it's going to feel like a lot of pressure and a bit of imbalance, but call in that balance, kind of like what I was saying with the warmth, like call in and tell yourself an affirmation for the balancing out of whatever it is that feels more intense. Like for me, I was feeling more cold, so I was calling in the warmth. And that's just an example, but there's probably something else in your life. Like maybe new friendships or new relationships. Be like, okay, I'm open to new relationships. They're everywhere. So really focusing on also the affirmations of what it is that you are open to and interested in receiving. A few weeks ago, or maybe last week, I shared a message about masks falling off, and that is what's going to be happening. And I feel like this is just a confirmation that that is now officially like in place, where the mask is no longer on the faces of things in the world and how you were seeing it, and now the truth of everything is shining through, and it's shining through in loving ways. You're being shared information and a total change of perspective in a very loving way that is really just meant for your prosperity, for your, for the best for you. Like, truth can be scary, but it's really freeing and important to embrace. It's expansive, and within truth, like, there's so much more possibility for you to experience and learn about who you are at a soul level, and decorate your life through that expression, and basically just experience yourself reflected back to you in the world around you. So the clearer you are on connecting with that true part of you, that true version of you, that's like soul and spirit, the more it will reflect back to you in beautiful, like, miraculous ways in your physical reality. Yeah. And also through that process, you're always protected. There's a guardian of this owl that is watching, and it's protecting you throughout that journey of being anchored through your heart, and letting that be what creates your reality and the truth. All right, so that's it for today. I'm going to just do a couple ringing of the bell to end this video. Thank you so much for listening, and share anywhere that you feel. If there's comment section, share there, or send me a message if you want to share any reflections or things that resonated for you.